Hello, and welcome to the third episode of Twitch to YouTube. I hope you've enjoyed the previous two episodes as much as I have, and I appreciate all the positive feedback that we've been getting and encouraging the continuation of this show. Today we have a guest who's joining us from Greece. His name is The Grecian Adventures. He is on YouTube, formerly The Grecian Official, and we have a very lighthearted and but at times also touching upon serious subjects chat coming up, and I think it was perhaps a very entertaining, at least from my perspective, as all the chats have been. And I hope that you enjoy the conversation that I have with the Grecian Adventures. And of course, here's that conversation in its entirety. Hello, we're here with the Grecian. Grecian, welcome in.
Hello.
Yeah. Who says you're awkward? Thank you for taking the time to sit with me and join me on this show.
It's my pleasure.
Yes, I hope it's enjoyable for everybody watching as it is for me. So the format is I ask a bunch of questions, usually numbering around 10 to 11, give or take. Some are standardized for every guest, and some are individualized for each individual guest. So, without further ado, let's begin.
Bring it.
So, as I believe, it all starts with a name, especially on a platform like Twitch. It's easy. It's the way you're found. Your name is now The Grecian Adventures. Tell us, where did you come up with the name? The origin story of the name, if you will. How did it come to be?
Well, the origin story of the Grecian was a bit of a meme. So it was my first year of university where I was socializing with the other kids, and at one point I remember introducing myself to someone, and I said, "Hey, I was born and raised in Greece." And then this individual, as a response, was like, "Oh, does that make you Grecian? Grecian?" She said Grecian at the time. And I was like, "Mm-hmm." And I played along, and that kind of stuck, the Grecian, and then like that was introduced as the Grecian from her point of view to like everyone else. So it was just really funny, and I laughed at that. And then I told the story to a gaming buddy of mine as like to laugh at. And then he was like, "That should be your username." And I started using the Grecian, and then over time people started pronouncing it the Grecian, and then I just stuck to the Grecian. Um, and then yeah, the Grecian was taken on Twitch. It's still taken by someone who doesn't use their account, but it's still not freed up for me yet. So I added official originally, so it was the Grecian official, and I used that for many months. And then just recently I switched the end to the Grecian Adventures because that's my YouTube channel, the Grecian Adventures, and I feel like that's more inclusive of other kind of content that I want to be working with.
Well, I'm sure everybody knows that a video with you is an adventure, so it fits. For for the record, as you said, it was started as the Grecian, then it got people started pronouncing it as the Grecian. I've heard it pronounced Greci. I've even heard it pronounced Greasy in one very entertaining encounter. For the record, how do you pronounce the name?
The Grecian.
Got it.
For the record, on the record.
On the record. Yes.
On the record.
On the record, you heard it here. It's a 44. So you're on YouTube now, but you're on a hiatus from Twitch, where you did start, and it's where you and I met. Tell us, what was the genesis of getting you to start streaming? How did that become a thing? How did that all start?
Mm-hmm. Well, so streaming was never something that I initially thought I would end up doing or I had an interest in per se. I would always play video games with my friends growing up, and at one point, like 2 years ago now, I'd say about 2 years ago, a friend was like, "Hey, why don't you stream? Why don't you have you ever thought about doing Twitch or having a stream?" And he said that because I always banter when we play, and I have a lot of funny commentary, was the way that he put it. And he's like, "You should try it out." And I was like, "I don't know. I've never really thought about it." And then I looked into it, and I was like, maybe I could try this for a bit. And I did. I had a stream up and running for a couple months, but it was me, and then he would watch, and then like a couple of our gaming friends would just hang out and watch, and it was a fun time, but it wasn't exactly something that was growing
Mm,
uh, in any way. Really, it was just kind of it was funny
mm,
more than anything for us. Then it reached a point. God, let me think of the date. Sometime in October of, gosh, 2019.
mm,
I think 2019. A friend of mine who just started streaming too had opened up a small community of streamers to just kind of help each other grow and had any kind of advice for building a community. And I was like, okay, I'll give that a shot. And that really kicked things off for me. And for some of our mutual friends, actually, I met them through there uh, before having met you.
mm,
Uh, Actually, it was because of that group that I made certain connections, which led me to meeting you, by the way.
mm.
So that was pretty cool. And then that's where it kind of kicked off. And then yeah, I took on the Grecian persona for Twitch.
And here you are, almost 2 years later, and
Hmm.
there's some spaghettis I'm sure you regretty. Um,
Yes.
part of
Sum that.
part of having a community, um, memes happen, and I think one of the memes that I was there for the genesis of, and honestly, one of the things that I think took on such a life of its own, leading towards accounts and all sorts of things, was Gregory the Plant. Uh,
Really gonna do me dirty like that, huh? Put it all on the table.
yes,
Bringing up Gregory. How dare you?
we leave no stone unturned. For those who maybe came after the fact or not in the know, please tell us all, what is Gregory the Plant?
Okay, so Gregory the Plant, for the uninitiated, is a fake, emphasis on the word fake, plant that I had in the background of my stream for the longest time before I moved. And Gregory the Plant happened really randomly and by a giant like accident, I want to say, because it wasn't intended. There was no intention of naming this plant in any way or anything of the sort. It was literally just decoration in the background. But I had a channel point redeem at one point, which was, I think I had it for like 6,000 points, and it was, I will sing and play guitar of any song that you want, and then I'll post a video of it on YouTube and then on my Discord page. And as a joke, while I was doing that, and I was very clear about how this was all a joke, and I said, "Hey guys, welcome to the Grecian session," as in like the musical session.
Mm.
I'm here, and then I noticed in my webcam that the plant was behind me with my boy Gregory. Don't mind him. And that was it. I just said that on a whim because I noticed the plant in the like split second that I recorded that, and then I just went on and played it. Then I shared it on Discord, and then someone picked up on it and brought it up the following stream, and then brought it up again, and again, and again. And so now Gregory, the fake plant, is a meme on in my community,
Yes.
where apparently I have a very toxic relationship with this fake plant, and it's great. It's just great.
I know that moving has left a large hole in your heart because there is no more Gregory.
Oh no, I've moved on from Gregory. Meet Ophelia,
Oh, well, you heard it here first.
beautiful fake plant.
That will certainly be a meme now.
Sure.
So the fact that Gregory the Plant did take off the way it did. I mean, there was, you were at the time the Grecian official, and there became Gregory the Plant official. Play on your screen name, and all of the investments that was made in Gregory the Plant. The way I see it as an observer, it means that what you're doing and the way you do it resonates with people. For them to take that level of investment. How does that make the fact that it resonated with so many people so deeply? How did that make you feel about the content you're creating and the processes and things of that nature?
Well, I wish people would really retain the stuff that I meant to create and not so much the stuff that happened by accident. But memes are, but in all intents and purposes, things that happen on accident,
Mm,
they're rarely planned. And I appreciate that people took some positivity out of that and they really enjoyed talking smack about the character. At least every stream, definitely it gets brought up 2, 3 times in the 4 hours.
mm,
Um, I have concerns though, which build up over time about some people take it, in my opinion, a little too far. Like,
mm,
I don't mind that saying like, "So how's Gregory now that you've abandoned him?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't care if I
mm,
set him on fire or some smack like that." But then
mm,
people who like insist on calling me like a bad person for mistreating this fake plant,
mm,
after a point, it feels like it gets too far
mm,
because you're crossing over a really serious topic at that point.
mm.
Because for someone who doesn't come in, they can literally come in at the wrong time, and then they're going to see someone typing or talking about how I abuse Gregory,
Right.
which to us is a fake plant. It's like a non-existent thing, but to someone else, it could be misinterpreted as
Hmm.
we're, taking light of a heavy topic
Yeah.
such as abuse, which I don't want to be crossing.
Mm,
And that's why I make a point. If I feel like it's getting to the point where, it's a little over the top, I start just ignoring those messages and kind of moving on.
mm.
For the most part, people don't take it too far, but there have been instances where I felt like it was a little much. I don't
Right.
want people to associate me with being on the bad end of that topic.
Yes. Yes. Of course not.
Yeah.
No. Jokes are and memes are supposed to be lighthearted and fun, and when they cross into
Yeah.
certain realms, it becomes less of a meme. And as you say, it is someone coming in who's not initiated into the meme will wonder what they've just come into. So I think we all understand that perspective of it. Um,
Exactly. On
so
the other side of sorry,
no, go
one
on.
one on the other side of that, the whole meme that's been built, and someone who's made the channel, the Gregory the Plant official, as we
Mm,
said, which is a play on my name and Gregory, and role plays as Gregory using this account. To this day, I don't know who this person is. They've done a very good job of hiding it. I have suspicions. I have suspicions, and my suspicions I feel might be right, but it's to the point where I haven't streamed on Twitch in I think like 2 months now.
mm,
Well, maybe more actually at this point, closer to 3 months. Um, and this account will still message me on Twitch when I'm on the platform. I'll get messages from Gregory the Plant official saying like, "How's your new life? Can't believe you left me with these weirdos," and it's a good time.
I do. I as well have no idea who made the account, but obviously I've seen it being in your channel, and it's actually gone to other channels, mutual
Mhm.
friends channels, and
Yeah.
I find it that's the lighthearted side of things that I think is the positive aspect of it, because somebody's
Yeah.
having fun with it and all of that. You didn't mention that you're on a hiatus, or that you haven't
Mhm.
streamed in several months.
Yep.
Um, what was the process like? Because explain to us first of all why, and then the process of deciding to take a break from Twitch, and that whole thought process, and how hard it was for you to put quality over quantity, if you will.
Yeah, so it all circles around that premise that I choose quality over quantity. So although I can stream if I want to right now, I wouldn't be able to stream video games.
Mm,
It would just be me talking like this in front of people and interacting with them, which I'm too introverted to do for long periods of time.
mm,
Like that will physically drain me, and I don't want to. I would rather not do that to myself.
mm,
And it just came because I've been streaming and playing on a laptop for the last several years, and it's gotten to the point where my laptop can't really handle streaming video games, and like broadcasting all of it together just was creating a lot of issues technically, which was caused me a lot of stress going into a stream. And I'm sure, as you know, sometimes when you prepare for your stream, you have to get mentally prepared. And if you're hyped up for it and then suddenly things start going wrong left and right,
mm,
it just like your energy just drops significantly. And as an introverted person, my energy drops a lot more than people think when that happens, when things start going wrong. So I chose to lay off the Twitch stuff until I can get a computer that functions the way I want it to function. And instead, because I still want to be putting out content for people, I'm putting a lot more effort and focus onto the YouTube content instead until I can come back.
Right, and I do stream, and I do know, particularly there was one stream that stands out in my mind where I had to switch to 3 different games, all because of technical issues, and just
Mhm.
at some point you just want to just step away from it because you just don't have the mental capacity anymore. So, I think anybody who's had to deal with that in any format, not necessarily just streaming, understands, and you know, we all
Yeah.
obviously miss your streams, but we all understand. You do mention YouTube. You're doing YouTube. You're doing the vlogs. Um, Tell us, what was the process of deciding I'm going to do a vlog, which now is, I believe in the 80s, a daily vlog. So that whole
Yep.
process of doing that, and tell us, what was that like, deciding it and basically going through it.
Uh, well, I had the channel, The Grecian of Adventures, before I decided the vlogs, and it had some gaming content. But for the same reasons, quality, when I picked quality over quantity, at the time, which was also getting in and around the time where my streams were starting to suffer from a lot of issues. Recording games for long periods of time had the same issues. So I decided I wanted to lay off the video game content, at least to the capacity that I was doing before, like the long series, for example.
Mm,
It wasn't going to work out in the long run because I was coordinating it with another streamer, and if technically I was having issues, I couldn't really say like, no, no, we got to stop here,
mm,
because I can't like it's not working for on my end. I just felt bad doing that.
mm,
So I decided that I'm going to lay off that as well until I get a better computer. The vlogs happened on a complete kind of accident.
mm,
I remember it was just a morning, and I found in my old camera, which is here,
mm,
my old camera. It's like
mm,
8, 9 years old now. And I don't know, I just saw the backdrop of my couch, and it's like a nice brick wall.
mm,
And I was like, this would be really cool for like a vlog kind of content. And I just sat down and I recorded like a 20, 30 minutes of me just kind of blathering on.
mm,
And I was like, yeah, I'll see what I can work with it. And I edited it for my first vlog, and I uploaded that as like vlog number one. And at the time it was a little sarcasticy. I just wanted to see how people responded to it.
mm.
And people responded pretty well. Like they were like, "Oh, this is so cool, cool." And then I was like, "Oh, I'll do more." And then I did the second one the day after, and I like uploaded that. And then I did the third one the day after that. I guess I was like really hyped up at the beginning,
Mhm.
and then I was like, "Oh my God, 3 for 3! Is this a daily thing?" And then it just kind of went to the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day. And people were like, "Are you doing daily vlogs?" And I was like, oh, I guess I am." And 86 vlogs later, and I don't know how to stop. Wow.
I quite enjoy them. Sometimes I will wait a week and watch them all in a row, and it's like
Yeah.
it's really entertaining. They have evolved. Um,
Mhm.
so they started out with, as you said, just you talking to the camera, and then they've touched upon certain subjects, and now there's skits involved. So what was the process of evolution like? Like, once you decided to do it and it was a daily thing, how did you map it out? How did you decide to like do skits and now After Effects and stuff like that?
So it kind of just evolved naturally. At first, it was just anything I had on the top of my head in the morning, I would talk about and record and post. But then after, like, I think 2 weeks in, I found myself like struggling in the morning to think of a topic because
Mm,
like fresh in mind was things I had already talked about. And so I was like, all right, I need to kind of structure this. I need to kind of decide what kind, or at least what type of things I wanted to talk about each day.
mm,
So I wanted to have a gaming related vlog. I wanted to talk about self development. Exercise at one point started kicking in. And I did want to have some days for really dumb stuff,
mm,
like me saying good morning like 25 times and, you know, silly things like that. So I
mm,
started like gradually added a little more structure each time. And then at one point, I decided I wanted to try skits.
Mm.
So I did. I think my first skit was about a cereal bar. And then yeah, then like I tried another one and another one. That I really had fun doing those because it's me playing several different characters,
Mm.
and I don't know, it was just humorous because I like the if I had a gag reel for everything that happened after or in between, it's like me half the time just saying, and I'm talking to myself again. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, I'm
I
still adding structure to it. Like it's not set in stone even now.
right. And so in a recent vlog, the number is escaping my head exactly, but you did mention what comes after vlog 100 because you are at 86. You are, I
Yep.
think, exactly 2 weeks away from vlog 100.
Mhm. Exactly.
So you did mention that after vlog 100, the daily vlogging may slow down, but that there may be longer vlogs. When it comes to deciding not to do it daily, how do you feel when that day comes? Are you going to be able to not do vlog 101 the day after vlog 100? Is that, have you built up
Yeah.
the habit that it's going to be something where you may just want to keep doing it?
Well, I've built up the habit, that's for sure, because I have gotten a little lazy near the end where normally I told myself I'd film in the morning, edit at noon, and then it would be posted by, a little afternoon.
Hmm.
Um, but I've gotten a little lazy because I didn't have topics ready, and then I just kind of went my day without recording, and then it's like 9 p.m. my time, and then I tell myself, all right, well, I got to film now. If I don't do it, I'm gonna feel bad if I don't post that day. So a little force myself. So I think after 100, um, it's not like I'm not going to work on anything the day after and just take a day off. If
Mm.
anything, day 101 of the vlogs is going to be me planning and preparing stuff to say for the following vlog.
Right.
It's not gonna, yeah. So I think that will satiate my need to continue the habit. As long as I'm working towards it, I will feel fine not posting.
Just sort of closing the final topic, if you will. You mentioned another streamer that you do YouTube videos. You do appear on Justified Karma's YouTube videos, and you
Uh-huh.
you two have a very when you were doing gaming videos, he appeared on your channel as well. You two have a very close friendship, I would say, at least from the outside
Yeah.
looking in. Tell us how you and he working together helped you grow as a person, as a streamer, and you feel like maybe helping each other grow as friends and streamers and people.
I'm so glad you brought him up because today's vlog is literally titled "Justified Karma is dot dot dot," and it's a meme. So I met him through a mutual friend of ours that I was playing PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds,
Mm.
with, and we had three. It was me and two of my friends, and one of them was like, "Hey, I can bring us a fourth if we want." Like, he's pretty cool. He's okay at the game. He sucked at the game. And then we brought him in, and he sounded so serious at the time, and I was like, "Oh shoot, I don't want to deal with someone who takes this game seriously because I don't take it seriously at all." And then, we played that game. Then I remember inviting him just to do some duos afterwards, and we just played that. And we got along. And then I realized that he wasn't serious at all. He was as jokey as I was.
Mm.
And at some point, it happened that he told me that he was streaming, and he asked if I minded that he was, broadcasting. This was before that I decided I wanted to stream myself.
Mm.
I was like, oh, cool. And then I pulled him up, and he was also same as me when I started streaming, like streaming to two people, three people, maybe.
Mm.
It's mainly, I think, himself and some friends.
Yeah.
And, but I could tell he was very serious about it because we talked a bit about it afterwards, and he had a goal that he would like to grow and he would take it seriously, structured streams and all this and that. And, I knew that he was serious about it, but he just wasn't having the like initial luck that you need to get the affiliate
Mm.
status because you need the average of three and set amounts of streams per month, which
Mm.
can be hard to hit if you're solely basing it on organic growth.
Yeah.
Um, So he actually reached the point where he was going to quit streaming. He's like, I don't think I'm going to stream anymore. It's just not working out. And I think the week after I got invited to this group, and then I started streaming too, and I was growing much faster when I met that group because it was all networking and
Mm.
meeting people. And I told him, I'm like, hey, I know you said you wanted to stop streaming, but I found this group that's really great at networking. Everyone's really nice. There's a ton of communities there to socialize with, and it's been working out for me pretty well. So I convinced him to join. He said, I'll give it a month, and he never looked back. And now look at him,
Yes,
killing it.
I think both of yous are having, I think it's a good thing that both of you joined that community, not just because it led you to meeting the people that led you to meeting me, but because both of you's experienced growth. And I think anybody who's seen either of your content will agree that it's a good thing that you both have continued to produce content. One of the things that is sort of a technical thing, but not like a mechanical thing. You are in Greece,
Yes.
which is 7 hours ahead of Eastern U.S. time. And I believe he's 1 hour behind Eastern U.S. time. So that's a total of an 8 hour time difference. When you're going to coordinate making a YouTube video together, because you guys play games together and record them and they go up on the channel, how hard is the process of trying to find a day to actually do it between work, schedules, time zone differences? Take us a little bit behind the scenes that people may not understand or think about, because I think a lot of people see gaming content and it's like, you're just playing a game. It's simple. Tell us, if you can, a little bit of the process of trying to just even pick a day when you guys are on different continents.
Yeah, well, originally it was really hard because we did it by ear. So he would message me and he'd be like, "Hey, are you free in an hour for, 2 hours for us to like record?" And if I had something, it was just never going to work out. But
Mm-hmm.
now, and for the last many, many months, what we've done is we have a set time every Monday. It's noon for me and 4 a.m. for him. And we just sit down and we give ourselves 3 hours where we record.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, the scheduling, as long as you and person you want to record with have a set date that works for you both consistently,
Mm.
that's the way to go. And obviously, there's days where if he doesn't get enough sleep, he just shoots me a message and he knows I understand and I'm fine with it. He's like, hey, because he'll wake up at 4 a.m. But if he needs to sleep, he's gonna be like, sorry, I'm really really tired, can't do it, and then we just skip till the next week.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, he's because right now we record for him
Mm.
basically because I can't record,
Right.
to put it bluntly. So he's way ahead of schedule. So missing a week of recording is fine. He posts twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so yeah, scheduling is just the way to go.
Yeah.
Find a day that works and you're set.
So, final question. You did do recently a series of unfortunate events in Grand Theft Auto Online. You did a very was a touch of gaming content that it was very well done. And you're approaching vlog 100. As you said in the previous vlog, they're going to be spaced out. Tell us what the future is looking like. The immediate future, maybe if you have an idea of maybe when you might return to Twitch, or what your plan is for your YouTube channel, things like that. Give us a forward-looking view.
Okay. Well, starting from the YouTube stuff, I guess, because that's top of mind at the moment. After vlog 100, I think I'm gonna squeeze it down to doing three, not vlogs, but three pieces of content each week.
Mm-hmm.
One's gonna be a vlog related. One's gonna be a skit or an After Effects like special, and the other is I'm gonna try doing short form gaming content, just like the series of unfortunate events in GTA.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna see if I can work with those three for starters, and if it's too much work, I will probably go down to two releases a week. If it's not enough work and I feel like I can do more, maybe I'll throw in a fourth video. I just don't know yet. For Twitch, on the other hand, I do have plans to get a PC. There's one I've been eyeing, but they don't have that. It's not available in my country right now. But I have a trip planned to the US in July. And my plan is to purchase it there and bring it back with me. And if that's the case, end of July, early August, I could probably start streaming again.
Okay, well, you've said it on a form that's in video, so it's now set in blood. I hope you know that. You've committed completely to
Assuming you recorded the audio this time.
yes. Definitely did I. We did a sound check. But yes, I appreciate so much. Thank you for coming on. And of course, we look forward. I personally am looking forward to all the content that you're going to produce. I love the vlogs. And, if you do come back to streaming at the time that you're able to, we all will be there. And we look forward to it. And we look forward to every piece of content you put out. But I want to say thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. And it was a very wonderful interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for being such a gracious host and being polite and not throwing me under the bus and bringing up traumatic things from my past.
Yes, you heard it here. Totally not sarcastically.
No.
Thank you so much. And I'll be back with the conclusion of the episode. Thank you again to Grecian and his newfound plant love, Ophelia. I'll be back. And thank you for staying with us through the conversation. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. As you could see, we both enjoyed the conversation that we had. I want to say thank you again to the Grecian Adventures for joining us and for really giving us a deep look into both himself and his process for doing several things and all that's going on and all that was discussed in the video. Again, these videos come out every other Tuesday. Episode 4 will come out 2 weeks from today, so stay tuned to that. Best way to find out what's going on with this is to like and subscribe to the channel, and of course, if you're so inclined, follow me on Twitch, where I do discuss this show and the guests that are coming up. So once again, I want to say thank you to you, the viewer, and thank you to the Grecian Adventures for joining us, and we'll see you back here for episode 4 of Twitch to YouTube. Take care.